The most amazing thing is happening in my apartment right now.
Somebody actually stayed till the morning?
Show me hateful! Hi, sorry I'm late. My underwire kept setting off the metal detector.
Where's Karen?
Oh, she couldn't make it. She said she had, how did she put it? Something better to do.
I can't believe it. We're here to visit her husband and she can't show up? I got better things to do, too.
Like what? What do you have to do?
I was going to experiment with parting my hair differently.
Well, might as well play with it while you got it.
Well, I, too, was bullied as a child. I went through a lot, but I'm proud to say no one ever forced me to do their homework.
It's probably because they never assigned a history paper on the rise of the leg warmer.
Yeah, I went to a crappy school.
Well, I can't believe how casual you're being about this. I mean, this is the guy who changed the name on your locker from Will Truman to Will Woman.
Wow, that's Brill. The best I ever came up with was Will Trumpet Man. Yeah. I gotta go back to the drawing board. I'll give you a little sample what I'm working on. How about Dill Truman? It's supposed to be Will. Good morning, Will. My word, you're stunning. That was you taking my breath away.
Then how come I can tell you had tuna for breakfast?
Looks like somebody's sense of humor's had a tune-up. Okay, so let me get this gay. You have people coming over and they're staying here?
Yeah.
Yet when I have people come over, they can't stay here?
Right.
Am I crazy? Is any of this making sense to anyone? Anyone?
It's simple, Jack. My people are responsible and respectful, whereas your people have been known to pee in the corner.
I'm sorry. Unlike your thighs, that argument doesn't retain water. So now, here's your chance to make it up to me. I have an aunt and uncle coming into town. I'd put them up, but they're not attractive. Can they stay here?
Like you even have to ask. Of course not.
You know what? I am sick of this. I don't know why I stay in this abusive relationship. Oh, well, you must be Allison.
What was that? His mother accidentally dropped him on his head when he was a baby. And then again on purpose last week.
Oh, okay.
So? What do you think?
Nice. Do they sell men's clothes where you got them?
You don't know anything. These are fantastic French jeans. And by the way, what happened to Welcome Home, Will?
Welcome home, Will. How about the fact that since you last saw me, I have fathered a 12-year-old boy? Yeah. While you were out of the country discovering the gay gene, I was here raising my son. Would it have killed you to acknowledge that the boy exists, or were you too busy high-kicking it with Nicki Kidman at the Moulin Rouge?
What are you talking about? I sent Elliot French comic books, video games you can't get in the U.S., at least 6 pounds of chocolate.
Those are for him?
Yes. And a T-shirt that said Paris on it.
You mean this? How inappropriate to buy a 12-year-old boy a belly shirt.
It would have fit him.
Well, don't you have the answer for everything, Mr. French?
Morning, campers.
Everybody ready to go on our little day trip? I brought my fanny pack, which I will hold as a clutch so as not to obscure my dynamite fanny.
Jack, we're going to visit Stanley Walker in prison. We're not going to Swishy Pete's camp for feminine boys.
Do not lecture me. I have a lot more experience in this area than you do.
Do I have to explain to you again the actual meaning of the phrase penal system?
Okay, here's the scoop, Jackson. Elliot's got a basketball tournament in Connecticut this weekend. All the dads are going, but my boss, Dorleen the Horleen, is making me do inventory. So will you take him, please? I'll be up on Saturday. Please just say yes, I promise I won't ask her anything else again.
Okay.
Damn you, Will. Damn your shiny, pointy face and your sarcastic quips.
Hey, Lord of the Ringdings. I said I'd do it.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
It'll be fun. Elliot and I never get to spend any time together. Nice to have the opportunity to get to know him a little before your genetics take over and he turns into a screeching howler monkey.
This is the catalog. They gave it to me to familiarize myself with the inventory. Meow. Wouldn't you love to look like that?
Well,
What do you mean, well?
nothing. I don't know. Somebody at work yesterday asked me if I'd ever done any modeling.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to put you on hold real quick, just a second. Okay, I'm back. What were you saying?
I don't know what's happening. Maybe I'm growing into my looks or something, but people are paying a lot of attention, you know? They're staring.
Well, you're strange looking. You have an odd kind of shellacked look about you. Listen, Marcy, you know that guy that used to come in here around this time? Is it Kurt?
Oh, yeah, I know Kurt.
Yeah. Well, my friend here, Will, went on a date with him about a week ago.
Oh, wow, are you the nibbler?
Beg your pardon?
Well, I heard that the guy Kurt went out with liked to nibble.
Yeah. I'm the nibbler.
He's working out in the afternoon now.
Did he say why?
Maybe he's avoiding you, nibbler. Maybe you nibbled off a little more than you could chew.
Maybe you stop talking like that.
Maybe you'll tell me what happens if I don't.
Maybe I tell the management that wasn't a documentary you were shooting in the locker room.
Maybe I'll stop now. Once again, I find myself on the horns of a dilemma.
Once again, the appropriate response seems to be wear a condom.
No, Elliot and I were preparing a VIP guest list for the fan-glamorous party I'm throwing when my episode airs.
You got the part?
No, not yet, but watch this.
Wow. I feel like I'm looking through the eyes of every one of your lovers.
Thank you. Hey. Who else you got? Robert Downey in there?
Jack, this isn't like the Pound where you can take home the one that wags his tail at you. Or some gay bar where you can take home the one that wags his tail at
Anyway, we get the results in a few days, but in the meantime, they said we should be prepared to make a list of all our sexual partners.
You made my list once. Yeah, just for fun. A veritable who's whom of the entertainment industry.
you. Don't you mean a veritable who's that of the entertainment industry?
Oh, Jack, could you come here for a moment?
What are you doing?
Excuse me, we're talking. I hear all of Will's ties are made out of boogers.
I hear he got a boredom woody during study hall.
Oh, I get it. Your bitchy schoolgirl's trying to snub me. Told me there was some way I could turn my pain into grim determination and become a wildly successful lawyer, while the two bitchy girls grow up to become two bitchy women.
Someone's got a big vocabulary and a little dictionary.
Poor Elliot, he looks kind of miserable.
Yeah, poor kid. I gotta split.
Hey, wait, what are you talking about? Is this what you wanted, a moment?
Well, I wanted a good moment, not this one. This one sucks. You take it. Come on. I don't know anything about this. About basketball, about scorn from a crowd full of men with farmer tans?
Well, maybe not, but Elliot is feeling like a failure right now, and you know more about failure than any man I know.
You're just saying that.
No, I mean it, Jack. You're a huge failure. But you're also his father, and you love him, and right now, that's what he needs.
Maybe you're right.
You know what else? I'm a little jealous of that.
Wow, Will. Thank you for admitting you're jealous of me. Must be quite a load off to finally say it out loud. How is she? I came as soon as I heard.
I called you 3 days ago.
Hello, I got a life.
Your mold is smeared.
Oh, thanks. So how is she since the big man dumped her?
Did you try to be a little more sensitive?
So how is she since the hot big man dumped her?
She's a mess. Sleeping all the time, not eating. Thank God she hasn't broken out the slides yet.
Oh, thank God is right.
You know about the slides?
No, I just assumed it had something to do with her womanity, so I thought we'd just skate right past it.
No. Slides of grace as a kid. You know, whenever she hits a real low point, she breaks out the slide projector and spends a few days trying to figure out where it all went wrong.
I'd say it was the day she became a gay man and fell in love with you.
Okay. I'm going down to the market to pick up some donuts and dental floss.
Okay, donuts and dental floss. Why don't you just make an announcement? I'm sleeping alone tonight.
Just do me a favor and please don't go in her room. I think I'm really close to getting her up.
Okay.
I mean it, Jack. Do not go in that room.
I heard you, mother. Okay. I know you're just standing on the other side of the door, and I think it's pretty rotten that you don't trust your best friend. Sucker. This is terrible. This is horrible.
Did you see that guy that was just here? We were going out tonight. How great is that?
Someone has stolen steak it. I was on the treadmill about to stake it, and this personal trainer out of nowhere yelled, "Stake it!"
What, do you want to hear what this guy I just met?
So I went up to her, and I said, "Excuse me, I don't mind you using stake it, but you do know that it's my catchphrase." And she said she's been saying stake it for years, that her sister's ex-boyfriend invented stake it in Chicago in 1994 while working in a plastic factory. But how can that be?
Okay, Jack. I don't know what to say. I'm outraged. But we are not going to let her get away with this. We are going to slap such a lawsuit on her, she won't know what hit her.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks, Will.
Yeah, either that or I'll pants you in public. Let's go with that.